I was watching this interview on Bloomberg with this historian called Rutger Bregman, and it was very fascinating to hear his perspective. And it was talking about Europe in the context of Davos and what's playing out on the global stage, and how Europe is not really this strong superpower. And it should be, but it's not. A big part of it is when you compare Europe to the US and you take a look at the biggest companies in America, these are tech companies, these are software companies, these are companies that are creating medicines, there's companies that are creating weaponry. They're like innovating in these crazy spaces. And then when you look at Europe, yeah, you have like, one, pharmaceutical company, but outside of that, it's all luxury goods. It's like handbags, it's fashion, it's stuff that really doesn't change culture. It doesn't, maybe it does impact culture, but it doesn't actually move the needle when it comes to adding more and more jobs and protecting its borders. And you think about it, right? Like when you look at the biggest companies in Europe, yeah, okay, with the exception of Novo Nordisk or SAP, they don't really have any other innovative companies, big innovative companies. And if they do exist, they're on a smaller scale because the regulatory system doesn't really allow them to grow. And as somebody that lived in Europe for more than half their lives, I will say this is true. The bureaucracy really drains you. And yes, there's a much bigger social safety net. But if you're an employee in a company, you could kill yourself like in like working hard and everything like that. But you're probably going to just get ridicule, or you're just going to bust your butt for an extra 50 euros. And that is unfortunately the sad state of working in Europe. So I know a lot of Americans are looking at Europe as this beacon and everything like that, but the overregulation and the bureaucracy really stifles innovation. And that's why, like, you see unemployment rates, which is normal for young people to be in the 20%. Like, they have, like, you look at Spain or Portugal or Greece or Italy. I mean, the stats for youth unemployment are drastically high. And Europe's going to really need to innovate, and they can't overregulate themselves out of this hole that they've dug for themselves.